Welcome to the My Dance Hub Student of the Week show. I'm Bryant Hankins, and today we have Jasmine Galani, showcase dancer. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Good to see you. Tell us how you got started dancing. I always like to start at the beginning to kind of figure out how you got to be where you are today.
Okay. So I started dancing when I was about 2.5 years old because my mom put me into dance at Dance Encounter. She put me into ballet.
Oh, really cool. Me too. Wow. So you started young, and have you been dancing straight since then, or have you sort of had breaks off and on?
I've had breaks off and on.
Okay. And so you did ballet, and then have you done other types of dancing besides, obviously you're doing ballroom now, but besides ballroom and ballet, are there other types that you've done?
Yeah, I've done ballet, jazz, tap dance. I think that's about all I've done.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite of the ones you've done?
Of the ones I've done, I'd say that my favorite is ballroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What do you like about it best? What makes it your favorite?
It's just fun to do, and it's better to have like a partner.
Yeah, I guess that changes it, right? Because ballet, you're sort of independent, right?
Yeah, it's like independent or in a group.
Yeah. And then ballroom, you've got I guess you're not always with a partner, but a lot of times it's partner dancing.
Yeah.
So do you do ballroom here with another pro, or you dance with amateur, or what are you doing?
I do ballroom here with another pro.
Okay.
My teacher is pro and dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what styles do you do with him?
I do smooth dancing and Latin dancing.
Okay. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite of smooth dancing would probably be like tango.
Okay.
And my favorite Latin would be like cha-cha.
Okay, cool. What is it you like about, like, why cha-cha and why tango?
It's fun. Actually.
Yeah, they're kind of fun dances, right?
Yeah.
Do you have something that you're like working toward with your teacher, or do you have certain goals that you like lay out?
I wouldn't say that I have like a certain goal, but I guess my goal is to like go to competitions and just get better and better and use
As good as you can be, kind
yeah.
of thing? That's awesome. Do you feel like dancing has changed your life in some way? Is there some, how do you feel like it's impacted you?
I feel like it's made my life like happier. It's more energetic now.
Yeah. That's nice. That's awesome. I hear that you also have a background in cheerleading, that you've done some cheerleading. How does dance compare to cheerleading?
Dance is much different from cheerleading,
Okay.
actually.
How so?
Because cheerleading, for dancing you can be in a group, but for cheerleading you have to be in a group.
Oh, yeah.
And for cheerleading, it's more stiff. You have to do a stunt and then you're stiff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like you're stuck in place.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have no experience with cheerleading. I understand how ballroom dancing works, but cheerleading, I've seen it, but obviously never done it. But I know one of our pros here came from a competitive cheerleading background. I don't know if you know Caleb, he did competitive cheerleading in the past. So
Oh, really?
I think there are some connections between the two. Do you find it hard to fit dancing in with school, or are you able to balance it out?
I balance it out pretty good. I think that I have a good balance between dancing and school. So.
Okay. Do you try to set like certain practice time per week, or how do you make that work?
I just have I finish all the schoolwork, and actually right now it's much easier to do like practice my dancing in school because I do all remote school for my
Oh, that's nice. So you're at home and
yeah.
You can practice it. That works for me too. So I can do a conference call for work, and then I can practice my rumba box.
Yeah.
Works great. Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have any trouble practicing on your own? So I know some people, they mainly dance with their pro partner, and it's hard for them to kind of do their routine on their own or practice on their own. Is that a problem for you, or is it no big deal?
It is a problem for me. I get like a little confused on a part, and then if I can't remember it, I just work on something different. Then I remember it later and work on that part.
That's good. Yeah, I kind of work that way too, where I'll do my practice, and if I feel like maybe I'm not doing it right, then I always make a note, and in my next lesson I'm always like, okay, here's how I'm doing it. Is this the right way to be doing it? Because you always want to sort of make sure you're practicing it correctly.
Yeah.
Because that's what your body's going to remember. So do you have routines for all of the 9 dances? Are you doing all 9?
No, I'm not doing like all 9 dances. I have routines for both tango and cha-cha right now.
Okay.
Because I'm planning to do those for the showcase.
Oh, cool, fun.
Yeah.
Now, when you go towards a showcase, I know different people that I've interviewed do it differently, right? So some start with an outfit, some start with a song, some start with a routine. How did you guys start with preparing for your showcase?
We start with a routine first. We start with the routine and then we choose a song and see if the song works with it.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's really cool. What about friends and family? Do they know you dance and what do they think about it?
My family knows that I dance and so do my friends. My family thinks that it's cool and that I'm doing good at it.
Yeah.
My friends think that it's kind of like funny and embarrassing that I'm doing this my spare time. Like,
that's funny.
Oh, what's your hobby? I do ballroom dancing. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess you get mixed impressions from a lot of different people. I think as a guy, I get weird. Like guy friends think it's funny. Like women friends tend to think it's cool, but the guys are always like, "You're doing what?" You know, and they don't believe me at first. You know, and or they'll see a video and then usually they come around though. They'll see it and they're like, "Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Like you're trying something new. You're putting yourself out there." And I always tell people, well, just try it. You might like it. You never know.
Yeah.
So it's funny, but I think for the most part, people are supportive, right?
Yeah, for the most part, people are supportive.
Yeah, that's good. Do you feel like you have a proudest dance moment or something that you did you were really happy about?
I'd say my proudest dance moment was at one of the showcases. I think it was the winter showcase, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my partner picked me up and spin me around. And I think I did that really good.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's always the tricks are always can be like kind of scary. Like you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen? And I mean, I guess you're always. I don't know if you're worried about being dropped, but I'm always like, if I have to pick somebody up, I'm always worried like, am I do it wrong? Am I gonna drop them? Or it's like an exciting moment. And when I had one at I don't know, it was the winter showcase or one of them where my partner did this. I don't know what it's called, a death drop or something, where she like falls and I'm like catching her. I'm like, I better catch her and she's falling like face first. But yeah, those tricks are kind of like can be the really fun part sometimes. So that's awesome. It's great when it comes together.
Yeah.
That's really cool. What's the hardest thing about dancing for you?
The hardest thing for me would be like the balance, and I mean posture can be a bit of a problem for me sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly the balance.
Posture, that's a hard thing for me too.
Yeah.
I think it's like people that you're over your phone all the time, or like your head's always forward, so it's like hard to be like this all the time for dancing,
Yeah, because when I was back in school and I had to do my work on the desk, I was always like hunched over my desk.
I know, right? It's hard because a lot of the like day-to-day work stuff we do, school or work for me, I do IT, is you're over a computer, so you're like hunching forward. So I try to, I have a standing desk at home now, so I'll stand up part of the day and sit for part of the day and kind of try to adjust it, because otherwise it just all goes that direction. What was it that originally brought you to My Dance Hub, and what is it that you like about your instructor that you think makes it work for you?
What originally brought me to My Dance Hub was back when I was in a dance team at Moves dance school. They said that they also take lessons here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so my mom found this place, and I went here for the first time. With a different partner who doesn't work here anymore. Yeah.
What made you stay? Like, what made it work for you? What did you like about My Dance Hub, I guess?
I like the people here. Everyone here's nice.
Super nice group. And then what do you like about your current instructor? Why does he work for you?
He works for me because he's much better at giving the instructions and telling me how to do this step and how to hold my arms here, and he has all the good information.
Yeah,
he's also just a good, nice person overall.
Yeah, that's awesome. What would you tell someone that's thinking about trying dancing but is maybe scared or nervous about it for their first visit?
I told him that there's like nothing to worry about because it's always nice and everyone here's nice. No one's gonna be like screaming at them like, oh, you didn't do that right.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone's kind of worried about, or everyone thinks that they have to know how to dance before they come to learn how to dance, you know, like I'm not good enough to even learn how, sometimes people think.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. And then, yeah, they worry about the instructors like not being patient with them, but everybody's super patient and they're here to help you get better, so that totally makes sense. How about if you could put a message on a billboard for the world to see, what would you want to say?
I'd say just be kind to everyone, love others.
I like that. I think that's a great way for us to end. This has been another episode of the My Dance Up Student of the Week. Until next time, do what you love and keep dancing.